Watch this. Desert life. Weather.
It's 117 degrees.
117 degrees. Actually, the high for today is 118. And typically it feels a bit hotter than that. The highest I ever remember it getting here was 121, but it felt like it was 123 degrees Fahrenheit. Look, it's like you get used to it, but you don't really get used to it. You guys, I got a golden, delicious melon from Costco. Yes, yes, yes. I love these. It's like, I don't want to say sweeter than a cantaloupe, but maybe, depending on how ripe. But this is my favorite melon, you guys. It's just beautiful. Take a look at this. Hold on. Y'all, it's really heavy. I'm shaking. But, ooh, see? Almost tilted me over. It's so heavy. It's good. I also got me some organic bananas, my bananas. So we're in the kitchen. As you guys know, this is one of my favorite places in any home. I'm feeling a bit random, and so here's a random topic that I think so many people will relate to. I wanted you guys to know that it's okay to be your unique selves. Honestly, don't try to fit into a box in order for people to like you or to accept you or to receive you into their lives or into their friend groups or social circles. I don't want to make this channel about race. You guys know that this is not a racially niche channel, but I don't fit into the box of what a woman of color or a black girl or an African American woman, to some people should be. While I do understand that certain stereotypes exist because of observed and experienced consistencies among certain people groups, I'm not going to pretend that that is not so. I still believe that it is so very important to make it very clear that not everyone is the same in certain ethnic groups, or just like not all women are the same, not all men are the same, not everyone is the same, because not all human beings are the same, and that is okay. Be your beautiful, wonderful, awesome, uniquely created self that God created you to be. That's okay. I remember knowing someone back in junior high and high school who she was mixed race, but she mostly was called, or referred to as a black girl, but she was called an Oreo. And there was another African American girl who was called an Oreo too. Now, I have never personally been called an Oreo, but I have had someone say she thinks she's white, she thinks she's Mexican, simply because of the way my hair flat irons, which was weird. And then somebody else said to me, and they weren't trying to say it as some other people might say it, as an insult. I don't see it as an insult, but some people do mean it that way, or they see it as a negative. They were just making an observation, but they said to me, "You sound Mexican." And I would understand why some people would think that, given that I live right by the border of Mexico and I live in a predominantly Hispanic community. However, I still think people don't always sound like a race. I think it's just what they were raised around. Sometimes we sound like what we were raised around, or for me, I still have slightly a little bit of the accent of Bronx. So when I say things like roar or drawer, especially when I'm really passionate about what I'm saying, you can hear that accent come out. So I think it's just about your community, your environment. But I think we should not put each other in a box. Somebody said to me, they gave me a compliment, I guess, but then right afterward, after the compliment, they said, "But why don't you do your hair like a black girl?" Huh? I had my hair like this, and I just had this pearly headband, and I did not fully understand. I'll explain why I say fully in a moment, but I did not fully understand why a black girl or an African American woman or mixed with African American woman could not wear her hair like this, like just down swooped with the headband that's pearly. Exactly who is that type of style assigned to? I said that I didn't fully understand because I'm assuming that they expected me to have my hair curly or an afro texture. But the beauty about hair is that we can do what we'd like with it. I see a lot of people who do not have African textured hair. They like to curl their hair. Sometimes they add texture. And that's okay, and I don't see or hear people complaining, but I think it's okay that I can wear my hair in every way that it goes. It can be curly, it can be afro textured, and it can be straightened. But I shouldn't have to wear textured hair or box braids or Senegalese twist in order to be quote unquote black or African American or mixed with black or African American. I'm human. It's hair. Here's the thing. I was never taught how to do my natural hair. In fact, we were taught, whether it was straightforwardly or just indirectly, just by certain comments, like Easter Sunday's coming up, we gotta straighten your hair, it's getting nappy, and then you get complimented for having the hair straight. Like, we were taught that having afro textured hair or natural hair was unattractive and not pretty, and it was nappy. So therefore, this is a generational thing. This is something that runs in families in the African American community a lot of the times. Since that was the thought and the idea, unattractive, nappy, we don't get taught. We just don't get taught how to do it. And with YouTube available and so many other sources available that teaches us how to do our hair, could I do that? Yes, but that costs money. And a lot of I'm dealing financially, okay? So it's a trial and error thing where you have to find what works for you. But here's the other thing. I also don't think that it's wrong that I like my hair straight. But I also like seeing my hair in an afro texture. I'll put a picture on the screen. I feel attractive that way as well. But I feel like it's okay to desire your hair one way over the other, and that doesn't have to equal hatred. I like my hair straight. I don't know how to style it curly. I don't even know what to use. And I do like my hair in afro texture, but even the afro texture is not my natural texture. And my natural texture is curly, so I just prefer my hair straight or curly if I actually knew what to do with it, because when it's curly, I still think it's pretty as well. And one day when I'm able to afford it financially, I will be learning how to style my curly hair, but don't put us all in a box, you guys. It's okay. I used to wear braids all the time. It's just not my thing anymore. I like my hair like this. And you guys, have already seen my haircut by now. I like my hair short. I like it long. I honestly prefer it long at times. And that's okay as well. I speak the way I speak. And articulation does not have to be... I would say it doesn't have to be assigned to other races, but I want to say it this way instead. Just because you are black or African American or African or mixed with African American or African black, that doesn't mean that you cannot, I cannot be articulate. I love words. I love vocabulary. I always did very well in English and language arts. I like articulating, but I also like to talk like this sometimes too. I love words, whether it's English or Espanol. I love words. I don't have to prove my blackness by behaving a certain way, dressing a certain way, styling my hair or my person a certain way, or just being a certain way. Like, I don't want to be put in a box. I've never been the woman or even the girl when I was younger to be put in a box. I love the sounds of rock, alternative. I was very eclectic when it came to my fashion and my styles. I used to chop stuff up and wear like netted things and paper clips and electrical tape around my fingers. Don't box me. I'm just not the box type of lady. I'm okay with that. Be okay with being who you were created to be. God made you that way for a reason. We'll celebrate it. Proudly, darling. Even in my love life, I had someone ask me, why do you like Mexican guys and white guys? Maybe I should try me one. As if people were objects or options when they're human. Okay, we're all humans. Let me put it this way. I let them know that it's not that I'm not attracted to men who are African American, because it just never mattered to me. But when you live in a place where there's not very many African American guys, and most of them are related to you, or they feel related to you because they're friends of the family, what do you expect? And also, I am more accepted and received in the Mexican community more than any other community. So if that's the case, like, you're going to hang out with who receives you. A lot of you know this already because I shared some of my story, but I was never really received well by the African American community when it comes to the females. To the girls and women when I was a child, and when it comes to women as an adult. It's just been like that ever since I was a child. The men, pretty much, for the most part, are fine with me. They're very respectful, very sweet. But the women, no. Although I love you all, no matter, even if you don't love me. But I am received very well in the Hispanic community and even in the Caucasian community. So you hang out with those crowds and you meet those people, and it's gonna happen. You go to where you are received and to where you feel the love and where you enjoy, like you feel appreciated. I love my people. I'm mostly African American, so I love you anyway. And I really do mean that, just even as a sister in Christ, but also as a human being. No matter what your beliefs are, I do love you. So I'm going to be me and you be you, who you were created to be, because God created you that way for a reason. All right, everyone. Until next time, do all things in love, love, and gracefully. Bye. God made you that way for a reason. We'll celebrate it. Proudly, darling.